the Irked Podcast. You're listening to Michael
and Zak.
And this week, as voted for by you, we are talking about food and drink.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, Zak's happy because he won the vote this week.
I won this time.
Yeah, just wait. So, as you won the vote, I feel it's only fair you should go first.
What makes you think I have any suggestions?
Well, I mean, you suggested the topic. So I hope you have suggestions.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's just I'm feeling very tired and full at the moment. Do you know why?
Why?
Why? Because I had pizza.
You had pizza?
Yeah, I had a lot of pizza.
Wonderful. I had pizza.
Do you know one of the things that irks me about pizza?
What?
It's not pizza specifically, but it's pineapple on pizza.
Okay.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
It's not my favourite, but I will have it.
You'll have it on the pizza?
I mean, I wouldn't choose to have it on the pizza. Given the choice, I would never go, oh, I'll have a ham and pineapple. But under duress.
You get these deals where they say, oh, build your own pizza. And you would never think, oh, yeah, okay, bacon, spicy beef, pepperoni, and pineapple.
Pineapple all the way.
No. It's just, I'm sorry to all the, well, actually, I'm not sorry to all these people out there that have pineapple on their pizza. It's just not the done thing. I think it defies logic.
Last time I went to order pizza, I was struck by how many vegan pizzas there were. There were even whole deals for vegan and vegetarian pizzas.
Oh.
Like deals that I did not have access to as a meat eater.
I mean, there aren't that many vegans around. There really aren't, except they seem to be taking over somehow.
I think there's a disproportionate amount of vegan food to vegan people.
Yes, I agree.
Also, what I don't understand is why, if you're going to be vegan or vegetarian, you do you, go for it. But why would you be a vegan and then want something like vegan sausages? Okay, because you're saying it's wrong to eat meat. You're not eating meat, but you want something that looks and tastes as close to a sausage as you can possibly get.
Yeah. I mean, we may well have a huge backlash here about animal rights, etc. But I agree with you.
But pigs are tasty.
Oh! So tasty.
Oh, who doesn't love a bacon sandwich?
Bacon, though. Oh, bacon.
My word.
Bacon A's. Actually, I've known vegetarians to eat bacon A's.
Really?
Yeah. So it's got bacon right there in the title. You can't. Come on. You can't have the best of both worlds. You can't have your steamed veggies and bacon A's.
Well, there was
Not in that combination, obviously.
I saw the other day vegan sausage rolls.
vegan pork sausage rolls?
Exactly. Like, what is the point? If you're going to be a vegan, eat vegan food.
Yeah. But I think that it's like a trend that is kind of... I think we touched on this before.
Did we?
But, yeah, I think we did. But I think it's a trend that where... this is actually a sort of a combination of things we touched on before. People just do something because other people are doing it. So everyone's saying, oh, go vegan. It's like, okay, it's one thing to go organic, but like, don't miss the importance of protein out of your diet. You know,
yeah.
Nuts, just don't cut it, unfortunately. You know how many nuts you have to eat in order
to gain protein? And even if you're vegetarian, you know, I mean, I feel like there's a lot more range being just vegetarian than there is being vegan.
I mean, at least you can be pescatarian. You know, if you don't want to eat bacon, I don't know why you wouldn't want to eat bacon, but you can be pescatarian and eat fish.
And you know, I reckon I could be pescatarian. I love fish.
Do you think so?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't choose to be, but if someone's like, okay, you can only eat meat or fish for the rest of your life, I might choose fish.
I could possibly do pescatarian with bacon.
The bacon is like the line.
Does that count as pescatarian?
The bacon line.
It's like it's got to be in there. I think it's a staple food.
But what about tuna? Well, bacon. What about salmon? Bacon.
This is a bacon from a bacon fish.
Fish and chips? Bacon.
Oh yeah, they should totally sell bacon in fish and chip shops. They don't, do they? If you went in and said, "Oh,
I'd like some bacon and chips,"
bacon and chips, man.
Oh my word!
Oh,
you know what they should sell in
What,
in
bacon
there.
and chips?
No, asparagus wrapped in bacon.
Do you know what? I like asparagus.
Asparagus in bacon is amazing.
Is it really?
I'm sure it's the cure for vegetarianism.
Wow, I've got to try this. I love asparagus.
Oh,
And it's great, so easy to cook as well.
just wrap it in streaky bacon, put it on a barbecue. It's amazing.
So do you cook the asparagus first and then put it on the barbecue?
Nope.
Really?
Whack it straight on in the bacon.
That is fascinating.
Asparagus is kind of like crispy, and all the bacon gets crispy on the edges. Yeah.
Sounds like the best thing I've never
Had
had.
quite a lot of that yesterday, actually.
Did you?
I'm still on a bit of a high. Yeah, went out for a barbecue.
From your asparagus.
Oh, honestly,
bacon.
there was. It not only was
Wow.
there steak and
The cure
sausages.
for drug addicts.
There was asparagus
Shift
wrapped in
onto that.
bacon and barbecued mushrooms as well.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
I love
See,
mushrooms.
that would be my saving grace if I was a vegetarian and
With
I
mushrooms.
absolutely couldn't have bacon. If bacon was, for example, wiped off the face of the earth. Oh, let me just take a moment to mourn. I mourn bacon. If it was, then mushrooms would be my saving grace.
I don't know if I could live without cheese.
Oh, cheese is good.
You
Yeah,
know,
cheese
obviously vegetarians can have cheese. We know that, but
Vegans can't.
vegans can't have cheese.
No, it's animal product.
Cheese is in everything good.
That is not true. I mean, I think it's probably 50% true.
Okay.
But you don't get cheese in bacon, for example,
Yes, but
or asparagus.
cheese on bacon.
Cheese, asparagus wrapped in bacon with cheese in it.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. That's intriguing.
I want to try it.
I feel it's worth a try. It could go either way.
It could be the best thing ever, or the worst thing.
It could be awful.
I could see it as a logistical nightmare.
Do you like goat's cheese?
Never tried it.
No.
Mm.
What? Okay. Here's one point. What does irk me is how
Tell me what irks you, Michael.
I will. When you go out for breakfast somewhere.
Anywhere in particular?
No. It seems to be a kind of growing thing.
Okay.
Places don't do breakfast as much. They do kind of brunchy options.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. An all-day breakfast, and keys in the name. It's all day. But they do like a kind of cooked breakfast, which is mostly eggs and sourdough toast. And then all the other options they have either have one or more, or a combination of eggs, avocado.
I knew you were going to say avocado.
Eggs, avocado, salmon, and goat's cheese.
Salmon, I agree with. Avocado, why does it exist? I'm sorry, I know it's a growing trend, but let's face it, people. Think about it. It's terrible.
Why do we want it with breakfast?
Why do we want it on toast? Who
It's just like-
invented flipping avocado on toast?
Just go around it. It's like, okay, so I can have eggs with avocado and toast.
Eggs Benedict with
I can
avocado.
have salmon with avocado on toast. I can have mushrooms with goat's cheese on
Asparagus
toast
wrapped in bacon
with a side of avocado. And it's like, honestly, did they just run out of ideas? They're like, okay, let's get 5 ingredients, run them through a computer and work out all the possible combinations. And
then
there's
just
our menu.
Add avocado to everything.
And then the 2 things everybody wants, okay, we'll whack on some pancakes and a cooked breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like avocado.
Mm.
I also I'm not very fond of tofu.
I don't think I've ever had tofu.
I feel like tofu is only eaten because it's quite substantial.
Right.
So I can't really explain it. Yes, I can. I'm going to give it a go. It's like eating kind of soft rubber. It's like a combination. It's like if cheese was made in a rubber factory, but it didn't taste of cheese.
Oh, okay. So I was going to
It's
say,
the closest way I can.
because I like halloumi, and that's quite a rubbery cheese, but
Okay.
it's delicious.
Yeah, that would be different because that does taste of cheese,
Mm.
and tofu is it tastes of just kind of rubber.
Do you like sushi?
Yes.
You do.
Oh,
I don't like sushi.
why?
I was put off sushi, and I feel like I'm missing out.
How? You are
Because
missing
I
out.
once ate really, really bad sushi.
That'll do it.
And then it was awful. And everyone's like, oh, let's go to this sushi place, it's just opened. And I'm like,
no, I will die.
I love fish, but I really don't want to try that again.
Yeah, that is a shame.
Maybe
Sushi
that's
is
just
great.
maybe it's just me not being brave enough and just being off-put.
We should go for sushi. Sushi is good. I will reintroduce you to sushi. That's actually a really hard thing to say physically with my tongue.
Reintroduce you to the sushi.
Reintroduce you to the sushi.
Oh.
My brain hurts. Does your brain hurt?
My brain does hurt.
Yeah, no, sushi is... I love sushi. And the thing is with sushi is you can get so many different kinds of it. So it's not just sticky rice and some salmon on top.
Is it? Do they actually have like the little rotating kind of like the
the
conveyor
belt
belts?
that goes all the way around, like in Johnny English, where he's like, "May your daughters be born with 2 chins and 9 bottoms," or something like that.
I have no idea about that line,
Really,
but
he
okay.
gets his tie stuck in the conveyor belt.
I've seen that bit.
Excuse me.
How does that even work when you pay? I mean, how do they know what people have had?
Because you have your bowls left over by the side.
Oh, I suppose.
You could actually
stack
and then
them.
at the end you could stack them, and then at the end they say, okay, you've got this many of this colour, that's this amount, and you've got 1 purple one, so that's this amount.
Oh, right.
But you could actually finish it off and then put it sneaky back on the conveyor belt.
Just swap it.
Notice?
Just swap. Take a full one, put an empty
Whose
one.
empty one of these? Definitely not mine. No, I wouldn't do such a thing. No, actually, sir, we caught you on the CCTV. No, that's my identical twin. Okay, we're moving on to drink just for a second, because I find it really annoying when in coffee shops they have bizarre names for coffees and bizarre ingredients in coffees, bizarre size names.
Oh, yes.
You're like, can I, yes, a tall, yes, a tall sounds nice, I'm quite thirsty. I'll have a tall cappuccino, please.
Mm-hmm.
They give it to you, and you're like, actually, that's rather small.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I said tall, not small.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, that's a tall. Sorry, so what's a large? Oh, it's a, what is it?
Grande?
Is it a grande or is it a venti?
Oh, that's where it annoys me. Because large is large.
Yeah.
Grande is Spanish for large.
Yep.
I get that. And I'm sure tall is something as well. Why would it be called venti?
I have no idea.
Venti is 20 in Italian.
You've essentially asked for 20 coffees.
Can I have a 20 cappuccino, please?
And they're like, sir, there's only one of you.
But have you ever asked for a large drink?
I found out what it is.
What's that?
A serving of a drink of coffee measuring 20 US fluid ounces. I'm sorry, we're not in the US.
And why is it called a venti? Why
Because
not
it's
a 20? If it's US ounces, why are they naming it after an Italian number?
I don't know. Which brings me on to the point of why do some Americans say, hey, I'm Irish, when they're clearly not Irish. They weren't born in Ireland. Their parents weren't born in Ireland, probably neither were their grandparents. Same with Italian, same with...
Now that is a tangent.
I know it's a tangent, but that's something that irks me, and I feel like I have to catharsis away.
Well, it's their ancestry, isn't it?
Anyway. Yeah, so it's 20 US fluid ounces.
So a venti is actually 20 in Italian, but they use it to describe the ounces in American coffee.
So why is it here at all?
Yeah, but tall isn't venti. Tall isn't a large,
No, I mean,
is it?
why is venti here at all?
I don't know.
At all. I mean.
Oh, at all. Or
This is so confusing.
Context is everything, people.
Oh, why do they do that? Why can't they just say small, medium, and large? It's so pretentious.
But then if you ask for a large or something, they'll be like, what?
I went into one coffee shop, and I do like this coffee shop in particular. I went in, and I'll give you a clue. It's a French phrase which translated means ready to eat.
Right.
Ironic, being a coffee shop. But anyway, I like it. It's comfortable, and it's nice and just cozy, and the drinks are good, and the staff is always nice and friendly.
Wonderful.
Anyway, moving swiftly on to my actual point, which I've forgotten now. Yes, I went in there one time, and I said, could I get a black coffee, please? And the girl was like, excuse me? It's like, a black coffee, please? Or Americano? No. A black coffee, please. My blood is boiling at this point, but I'm holding it in. And eventually she gets it. It turns out they call
a black coffee
an Americano. But
yes.
If you ask for an Americano, they give you a coffee with milk. So what is that about?
Because you need to ask for Americano, no milk.
It's a black coffee.
See, when I used to work at a fast food place...
Yes. Where the ice machine is famous.
Where the ice cream machine always breaks in the summertime.
Yeah.
Mornings, especially during winter, made a lot of coffees.
Mm-hmm.
And as all fast food places do now, they do like a dozen different coffees.
Yes.
They did white coffee, black coffee, everything.
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate lattes, cappuccinos, mochas, caramel things.
Okay.
Like in the winter, they did pumpkin spice stuff.
Oh, pumpkin spice latte. That's good stuff, actually.
I don't think they do that anymore, you know. I'm not sure.
Some places do.
Well, when people would ask for an Americano, it was one of the most annoying things in the world because half of them meant a white coffee,
right?
Half of them meant a black coffee. All of them thought it was funny that you had gotten it wrong.
How can you not know what an Americano is?
Exactly.
Well, because, sir, I haven't actually yet developed the ability for telepathy.
It's like,
apologies.
oh, can I have an Americano?
Have a good day.
Right, so is that a white coffee? No, an Americano. Oh, so a black coffee. Yeah, okay. Because you couldn't have said that, could you? That would have been simple. That would have made sense.
It's like, why say something that warrants another question?
But then the next customer after them would be like, oh, can I have Americano? Oh, is
get out.
Is that a black coffee?
Leave now.
No, I want milk. Yeah. Oh, so you want a white coffee? Yeah. He's like, and then they're like, that's an Americano, isn't it? No, who knows? I'm stood there.
Do people do these things?
Stood there in an ill-fitting uniform at 6:30 in the morning, just seething, like 18 years old and ready to scream at the next customer.
Chucking fries at them. Get out!
We don't serve fries that early. Whole hash browns.
Smack. No, you can't have an Americano. What does that even mean?
Can I have an Americano? You tell me.
I don't know. Can you? Or just throw each of them at them. Throw a white Americano and a black Americano at them, and see which one they're most annoyed at.
Or just when you hand it over, don't press in which kind of coffee it is, because you know you press in on the lid which one it is. But like, is this my Americano? Well, it's actually Schrodinger's coffee. It both is and isn't.
Schrodinger's coffee. Did Schrodinger drink coffee?
No, but he had a cat.
Yeah. Oh dear. Philosophy. And what about not just coffee, but wines? So, wine tasting.
Right.
When people are swilling a bit of wine around them.
Lovely.
You know?
Yes.
With those sound effects in particular. They always, and I don't understand this, maybe I just don't have amazing taste buds, like these talented people do. But, they'll say, oh yes, I can, I'm getting cherry and blackcurrant flavours, and I'm getting, oak, and I'm getting, wasted. But that's only if they actually drink it, though. They usually end up just spitting it out.
Well, I mean, waste. Yeah, they have to, otherwise they would be wasted.
But wouldn't that be the ultimate job? No?
No, I think that'd be really bad for your health.
Oh, yes. Yes, well, that's probably true. But why invent these? Yes, it's very nutty. No, it's not. There are no nuts in it. It's made from grape. Which, by the way,
yeah, but they
should never be put in a salad.
Who puts grapes in a salad?
I've seen it done.
Okay,
I have seen it done.
If you are out there and you put grapes in a salad, I want you to know how disappointed in you we are.
We are. I'm sorry.
Who puts
I'm
grapes?
sorry,
That's just
actually.
wrong.
It's like, I was thinking about this earlier. Grapes in a salad. It's so mismatching that you might as well have a conversation like, "Hey, honey, I don't know what else to put into this salad." "Oh, don't worry, we have some leftover beef in the fridge. Chuck some of that in." "Yeah, sure. Beef in the salad." That goes. Actually, in fact, now I'm saying it. Beef in a salad.
I'm going to say that's going to make the salad better.
I feel like that's the next big dish.
Beef salad.
Beef salad.
I think
It's so mixed, isn't it? It's balanced and healthy. You've got your protein.
I reckon that dish already exists. It's just not called beef salad.
Really? Because I feel like I've invented something new here.
I reckon it's just called something else.
If there is a dish that is beef with salad, please do let us know.
I mean, I think it's called steak and chips with a side of salad.
No, that's different. That's different. You know it's different.
I'm not actually sure.
Is there anything else that irks you about food and drink?
What irks me about food and drink?
Or maybe things that people do in
Hang on,
relation
going back
food.
to your wine tasting thing.
Wine tasting, yes. I remember.
But you can taste different things in wine.
Can you?
You totally can.
Like
I mean,
what?
I'm not
Like
like
nuts?
a wine taster, but wine has so many different flavours to it.
Oh,
I'm not,
yeah.
But and so definitely
Maybe
people
with
can
the
tell.
Maybe I was wrong about the cherry flavours. They are, of course, you do get like cherry flavours. But nuts?
Yeah,
What?
sure thing.
Yeah, okay. I challenge you to find me.
A nutty wine.
No, actually. No, because I feel like I would be wrong.
Have you realised the folly of your ways?
Maybe the potential folly. No,
I'm not even a
gonna
wine
stick to my
drinker.
guns until you can find me a bottle of wine that tastes nutty.
I'm going to find you a nutty wine. I'm just going to get
Nutty wife.
No. I mean,
nutty wine.
I could.
Sorry, yes, no, that
I could
is-
try and find you a nutty wife if you like.
No, a nutty wine will do fine. Thank you very much. Fine. That challenge accepted.
Okay, fine. I will find you a nutty wine.
Yes, this is your mission. Should you choose to accept it, find me a nutty wine. Do you know what? What? Here's a this is just a random thought plucked out of the air. Why do we call evaporated milk? Because surely if the milk was evaporated, you would open the tin and be like, hey, it's just an empty can.
But I mean, evaporated vapours can then be condensed back into liquid.
Whoa.
Is that not
Yeah.
what evaporated
They
milk
totally
is?
can.
I thought that I actually genuinely thought that's what it was. I don't know if I'm wrong.
No, I think you've hit the nail on the head. I'm not even sure the people who make evaporated milk know how it works, but I think you've just figured it out.
I mean, you can
The
evaporate
science
it.
show.
Mind blown.
Yeah. Wow. Is that what it is?
I don't know. I just took it to be that from the name. I don't know what that would add to the milk, but still.
Well, well, it does taste different, doesn't it?
Well, I can't remember having it.
Well, I'm just gonna be looking that up.
You googling evaporated milk?
Maybe. More about evaporated milk. Similar to condensed milk, and as this name implies, evaporated milk is also made by heating milk until about 60% of its water content has evaporated. 60% of its water content.
Oh, there you go.
So it's only partially evaporated.
So you evaporate the water side and leave the milk.
Oh, so then I'm sorry, but that's false advertising.
Well, it's technically been evaporated.
No, the 60% of the water content has been evaporated.
Well, then you should never buy evaporated milk again and should only buy condensed milk because it's accurate.
I think I will.
Yes.
Do you like curries?
I love curries. Or do you mean the shop?
Sometimes condensed milk is used in curries.
Oh.
I don't mean the shop. I mean the food. Yes. Do you like raisins in your curries?
No.
in your curry sauce? You don't?
No.
No, I think it's a stupid idea.
It's like
Why do
grapes in
people
a salad.
put raisins in curry sauce?
Who knows?
Have you had it before?
I haven't had that specifically.
Have you not?
No.
Well, you're in for a treat. They do it in some chip shops.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, why?
The last thing you will find on the end of your chip
why
when you
buying,
dip it in your curry sauce.
Oh right, I thought you were buying
raisin.
an actual curry in a chip shop for a minute, and I was like, why are you buying a curry in a chip shop, man? Curry sauce, fair enough.
But the same, like is it a pashwari naan? They put raisins.
Oh yeah, I've had it in naan bread. Yeah.
Why? I don't want raisins in my naan. I want lamb. I want lamb in my
Just
naan.
basically everything that's not already, everything that doesn't have meat in it already, you want to add meat to.
Yeah.
Like salad
needs
bread.
A bit of beef. Yeah, bread always needs meat.
You know what celery could do with? Ham.
What? No, cucumber could do with ham. Celery.
Excuse me, if cucumber needs anything, it's tuna.
Did you, as a kid, ever sneak down in the middle of the night and go down and eat any kinds of food?
I don't think I ever did that in the middle of the night.
No?
I used to sneak kind of during the day and eat chewy orange vitamins.
Actual vitamin tablets,
Actual vitamins. They weren't like, they were like little gummy sweets.
Oh.
And I used to eat loads of them and then make myself feel ill.
Really? I thought vitamins were good for you.
Well, they are, but you're not supposed to have
Myth
like
busted.
12 when you're 6.
No, probably not. Maybe 6 when you're 6.
Yeah.
And 12
like
when
one for every year.
I think so. I could take a fair few. These days.
Get me 22 vitamins.
I used to go downstairs and I used to get some dry spaghetti, the sticks, the spaghetti
right, yeah,
sticks,
yeah.
and I just take a bundle of them, like a bundle of sticks, and I just like I would suck on them, and when they got soft, I'd like eat them, and it was like and that would last me a while.
You crunched on dry spaghetti.
Well, I moistened it up a bit because it's in my mouth. And I was like, nom, nom, nom.
So you've gone through the trouble of being a kid, sneaking downstairs into the kitchen to get some food, and you picked dry spaghetti.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I'd eaten all the rest.
Oh, I suppose.
One morning, I woke up, and I must have been sleepwalking because I woke up and there were several. I'd say maybe around 6. Mini roll wrappers. You know the mini rolls? They're like mini Swiss rolls, like
yeah, fantastic.
Oh, beautiful! I could literally eat them all day. And apparently I had eaten these all night. I woke up in the morning, and there were like all these wrappers and bits of mini roll chocolate, like kind of squashed into the sheet. I was like, I do not remember this. I felt quite disappointed because they're really enjoyable to eat.
I ate so many of them, I wanted to remember that.
Yeah.
How weird.
Yeah.
Maybe you did it in your sleep.
I also used to eat carrots. Not in my sleep.
I mean, what, you don't eat carrots anymore?
I mean, I used to go downstairs, I used to like grab a raw carrot, wash it, slice the ends off, and...
That's
celery too.
Beautiful noises. Well, I mean, it sounds like they were quite healthy midnight snacks.
Those were. Yeah, the pasta and the spaghetti, I'm not entirely... All pasta too, yeah, fusilli, yeah, all pasta shells, they would go down a treat. I was peckish all the time. All the time.
That's just weird. See, I followed the more stuff yourself at dinner and go into a food coma. Where nothing would wake you. I mean, I still do the same thing.
I think it's because I just wanted to do it like undetected. So
Maybe.
I mean, I knew you had several siblings as well.
Yeah.
But there would have been, well, at first there were the 3 of us brothers, so it could have been any one of us.
Could have been anyone.
Apart from the fact that there were mini roll wrappers all over my bedsheet.
All over your bed specifically.
All over my bed. I honestly, actually, I think I remember when I woke up, I thought, who's put those there? And then I thought, it must have been me.
I remember being a little kid, and even now I wake up fairly often because I'm thirsty and I need water in the night.
Mm.
And I remember being, I don't know, maybe 7, and waking up, and I was really tired, and it was early hours in the morning, and I didn't know what was going on, and I kind of wandered about looking for the kitchen, wanting a drink of water.
Right.
And then I gave up and went back to bed because I couldn't find it.
Couldn't find water?
I couldn't find a kitchen.
Couldn't find a kitchen?
I was like half asleep and kind of wandering around. And I realise now I must have just walked into and out of my bedroom like 4 times, thinking it was the kitchen.
This is my kitchen, right? Wait,
I was like,
why is my bed in my kitchen?
Walk out into the hallway and be like, hang on, where? Turn round. And is this where I was? Or so I just went back to bed.
Oh, it's a sad story.
I gave up.
Oh, that is a sad story.
Yeah.
What's your favourite food or drink to have at a cinema?
Now, I think there's a fine line in food you can eat at the cinema.
Okay.
Because there are some people will take the wrong food.
The wrong food.
The
take
wrong
the
food.
Wrong food or buy the wrong food.
Well, they'll take the wrong food to the cinema. The cinema is not the place for crunchy things.
True. Yes.
Now, there are some of you out there who would take an entire KFC bargain bucket, and I salute you.
That's very respectable.
That is a respectable...
If you can get it in.
Oh, well, I mean, take a backpack and you can get whatever.
Wow, you are an experienced man, Mike.
Oh, yes.
And there is much I can learn from you.
Yes, there is. That is a respectable cinema food. There is nothing crunchy
KFC.
in there.
Oh, that's
okay?
Brilliant.
Now, you take a bag of Doritos in there, and you are doing something wrong with your life.
Yes.
You're taking a bag of Doritos or a tube of Pringles, but just any crisps,
Also,
any crisps that aren't something like Skips should be banned.
Oh, Skips are great because you can just dissolve them on your tongue.
You don't even have to swallow Skips.
Pombears as well.
Like, you can eat them forever and never actually have a mouthful.
Oh. Why do people eat popcorn in the cinema? Because that, like, it's like all like rustling around.
I like popcorn at the cinema. I do find that portions of popcorn at the cinema are massive.
Massive, yeah.
Because they're like, oh, a small is like £5 and a large is like £5 and 10 pence. And I'm like, well, obviously I'll get a large. And then it's like, it's the size of my head. I'm like, I can't eat all of this. It's cold before the film even starts.
Does it start warm? I haven't had popcorn in so long.
What do you mean, does it start warm? Popcorn's supposed to be hot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hot?
Yeah.
Is it?
It actually is. If you make your own popcorn at home, even, you can do it in the saucepan or you do it in the microwave.
Oh yeah, but that's because it's like straight out.
Yeah, but that's amazing. That's what all popcorn should be.
Yeah.
What is fantastic, this doesn't irk me at all actually, is I've recently discovered ice cream in the cinema.
Yes, true.
Because I never used to get it because I thought it was overpriced and you didn't get very much. Mm-hmm. What we've recently been doing is, generally I always want a drink and Lauren will always want popcorn. And you do this deal where basically you get the third thing for free anyway. Oh. And so I was like, oh, what shall I get? And I'm like, oh, ice cream.
Definitely ice cream.
Ben and Jerry's.
Yes, 100%.
Incredible.
My 2 best friends.
Honestly, Avengers Endgame made even better by cookie dough Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Genius.
Spoiler alert, Avengers Endgame is made better by cookie dough Ben and Jerry's.
That's not a spoiler. Everything is made better by cookie dough Ben and Jerry's.
That is true, but I prefer
if you say fish food. Oh,
what?
I was going to say
why? What's wrong with fish food?
You seem like the sort of weirdo that would say that.
Fish food is the best. You get it's like caramelly and you got like chocolate fishies.
I'm sorry, no, it's cookie dough or it's chocolate fudge brownie.
Those are the most boring flavours.
They are
I'm sorry.
No, fish food is nice. Don't get me wrong. Well, to be fair, I don't think there's any Ben and Jerry's flavour I don't like that I've tried yet.
Yeah.
But true. Fish food, what is it?
It's like a nice caramelly kind of chocolate chunky
It
kind
can't
of...
decide what it wants to be.
Do you know what they should do? Is a mint choc chip.
Do they not?
I don't think they do.
I do.
That is my favourite ice
Yeah,
cream
I do
flavour.
love a
Actually,
mint,
honeycomb, I think, is my
mint
favourite.
ice cream. Wow.
Oh, mint ice cream.
You ever have one of those honeycomb magnums?
No.
They were amazing. I don't
feel
know if
like
they do them all the time.
I could actually marry one if I tried.
They're kind of
it.
like covered in crunchy bits. They're amazing.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I have.
I want one
I'm
now.
gonna have to give it a go.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's like a certain food etiquette that people should follow?
I think there's food for certain places. Definitely.
Mm.
There's, I mean, if you're going to the cinema, nothing crunchy. Basically, whatever the cinema sells, they don't really sell crunchy things, do they?
I think they literally sell crunchy bites.
Crunchy, but does anyone actually buy the little bags of chocolate from the cinema?
Yes.
Why?
Well, generally because they're malicious, sort of passive-aggressive, like stupid, inconsiderate, careless kind of individual that wants
literally
to disturb the movie.
Every cinema ever is next to other shops. So there's going to be like a Tesco Express or like a Sainsbury's local.
Other stores are available.
Yeah, yeah, there's going to be something where you can spend so
Irked
much
Podcast
less.
does not endorse one particular store over another.
Yeah.
I know, but the thing is that I feel bad about taking stuff into the cinema from other places. I really feel bad about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I am not
buy
remotely
anything
bothered.
from the cinema. The only thing I ever would buy from a cinema is those, they get those Tango Blasts.
Oh,
the
they're
slushy.
good, yeah.
Those are good, but I get brain freeze every single time. Every time.
You know, if you get brain freeze, you should put your thumb to the roof of your mouth and it stops brain freeze.
No, sorry. People have told me that, but I think it's just a time thing. Like, it just goes eventually anyway.
Well, I mean, it goes eventually anyway. It's not like...
I don't think it... Do you think it really would go any quicker by putting your...
No, it actually does.
Tongue over your mouth?
Trust me.
I don't feel any warmer.
Again, no, well, you don't now because your mouth isn't freezing.
If anything, I feel colder, and that was uncomfortable.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've tested
nice,
this. I used to, again, fast food place, making during the summer.
Is that the one that where the ice machine famously breaks down
every single summer, without fail, because it doesn't work in hot weather.
Mm-hmm.
Also, as well, a lot of places just don't clean them regularly. So when they say it's broken down, it's actually because the machine starts cleaning itself. Like you have to clean it a certain amount of times, which my store always did. I'll just say that. You have to clean it a certain amount of times, otherwise it will just keep reminding you that it needs cleaning, and then one time you'll go to use it and it'll be like, nope.
You have neglected me.
It will actually start superheating itself because you need to drain out all the like milkshake and ice cream mix and start putting in soap and stuff.
Surely that's part of like a regular maintenance kind of thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But most places just don't do it because they're like, no, we don't want to stop selling milkshakes for 5 hours.
Do you think that if you want to buy a particular, say, iced drink, and they say, I'm sorry, but the Raspberry Ripple Ice Cooler is not available, do you think you should be able to say, well then, I would like another drink for free? I'm pretty sure they would do that in the States.
I don't think so.
Do you not think so?
I don't think that's reasonable.
If I went to McDonald's...
It's fine. We can actually mention them. It's fine.
I do like McDonald's.
I did actually look up some copyright stuff. We can mention like names of movies and stuff.
Professional research?
Well, I mean, I did some dodgy Google research, which is all the research I ever do. We can mention like all sorts of names and stuff. We just can't. We can't like
defame them.
No, we just can't claim that like we're being sponsored by them or anything like that. We can give our opinions on
Irked
them.
Podcast is not sponsored by McDonald's.
It's not sponsored.
Sainsbury's, Pret a Manger,
Like just say not sponsored.
Oh yeah. Irked Podcast is. You get the idea. Anyway, if I was to go to McDonald's and I wanted a Raspberry Pi Ice Cooler, which is amazing.
They are so not, but okay.
I'm sorry, but yes, they are.
Dude.
They are. They're great.
Dude, no.
What are you talking about?
You cannot win
What is
arguments
better than
about
that?
McDonald's with me.
What is better than a raspberry ripple ice cooler?
I'll tell you what's better. A frozen lemonade.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Well,
Strawberry lemonade, the greatest thing. And to all those customers out there who would start ordering one, then change your mind, thank you, because I would drink that lemonade. I would have made it, and it can't be kept in the fridge for long, so unless another one was ordered straight away, that went to me.
Hi.
oh, my phone is saying hi to me. That was weird. I did not even ask it to talk to me. Google is always listening. If I went to McDonald's and I asked for a raspberry ripple ice cooler, and they said, I'm sorry, but none of our ice drinks are available, I'd feel like I deserve some kind of compensation for that, because emotionally I'm attached to these things. If I'm going there, if it's a hot day, you're frowning at me, but if it's a hot day, and I went to McDonald's thinking I could devour a raspberry ripple ice cooler until I get brain freeze, and then do it again 7 times over, and then they say to me, I'm sorry, but you can't have this delight, I'm thinking, do you know what? You are stressing me out, and it's causing me heart palpitations, and I want something for free.
Do you know why I'm frowning at you?
Why are you frowning at me?
Because customers would come along and say, I would like this. And you say, sorry, that's not available today. For whatever reason. Machine's broken? Likely. Run out of stock? Likely. You know. Don't feel like making it? Well, sometimes.
It's not available from me.
And they would act like the world was ending.
Yeah.
You're joking. I've just...
You cannot be serious.
I've just driven
yes.
2 hours
Yes.
to get here, and it's like, what? Hang on, there's one every 10 minutes. I've just driven all this way just for that, and you're telling me I can't. And they would argue with you, and it's like they're actually acting like, it's like, oh, I didn't think you would mind. Of course I'll get you one. It's like, no, I told you couldn't have it because you can't have it. Your being upset about this does not change that fact.
No.
And it's like, please order something else or move out of the line.
But shouldn't they get some sort of, like, at least some sort of emotional support from this
No,
scenario?
they
Like,
shouldn't.
psychological help?
No.
Why?
They
It's
should
upsetting.
They should just order a Coke and be done with it.
Oh, order a Coke. Ha ha ha. I laugh in the face of ordering a Coke. It's strawberry milkshake every day. Not every day, but...
See, I was never big on milkshakes to begin with, and I've just been around them too much now.
Fair enough.
I mean, like, I could go for a really nice milkshake from, like, those milkshake places in the city, and they'd, like, crumble up cookies and Mars bars and stuff.
Yes, Millie's, who we're not endorsed by.
Is that Millie's? Do they do that?
They do great milkshakes, yeah. Millie's Cookies, they do really good milkshakes.
Oh. I don't think I've been to Millie's. They did do awesome ice creams. They used to do a similar thing with the ice creams.
Right.
They would just, like, give you vanilla ice cream, crumble up a load of cookies, and put chocolate sauce on top. It was amazing.
Well, why would you go anywhere else if you knew that you could get that?
Oh, no. Man, I used to eat a lot of McDonald's food.
There's some good like shake places, or there have been in the last few years anyway in the city. But one of the most popular toppings, for some reason, on these shakes. Do you know what it is?
Hmm?
Do you know what it is? I'm thinking, well, something that's quite bizarre, and quite frankly, people should be.
Peanut butter.
No. Even that would be better. It's granola.
Oh, I can see that.
What? Why would you have granola on top of a milk? It's crunchy.
Yeah, but that's what you...
I don't want my milkshake to be crunchy unless I ask for cookies in it.
I'm not against granola in milkshakes. I'm sorry. Hands up.
I personally am against granola in milkshakes. That's obviously a rather controversial.
You're just against granola.
I am against granola. Why does it exist? There are other things you could eat, like, corrugated cardboard, for example. Tastes the same.
You know what irks me on the subject of food and drink?
What irks you on the subject of food and drink?
People who... I am a big person. I wouldn't... Well, I hope I'm not classed as overweight. I'm definitely not thin. Yet I have
Where are you
received
going with this?
some such dirty looks with the amount I've ordered when I've been out.
Really?
Yeah.
How much do you order?
Well, I don't order that much. That's the thing. But generally, someone will look at me. Like, I went to a place, they do this deal on breakfast where if you clear your plate, you get another one.
Nice.
I, knowing this, went there one day starving. Because I was like, oh, I want to go for breakfast somewhere. Where shall we go? Let's go there. I'm starving. One plate's not going to do it today.
Nice.
Like, I hadn't eaten for a couple of days before that, and was feeling really weak. And I was like, okay, I need a lot of food.
Yeah, that's drastic.
Yeah, I was ill. First plate comes along, gone. No worries. Second plate comes along, gone, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm peckish. I don't know if I can.
I'm peckish.
I don't know if I can take a whole nother.
Monster.
I don't know if I can take a whole nother one. And it was a cooked breakfast as well. The first portion was quite small. Second one was a little bit bigger, I'd say.
That's good.
And then the third one, she came along, and she came along after the second plate was clean, and she said, "Oh, are you guys done?" And I was like, "Can I have the same again, please?" And she looked at me, and at first she thought I was joking, so she kind of looked at me
Did she really?
with a half smile.
Like a little smirk, and then her face changed.
And then I just kind of maintained eye contact, with not with a serious expression, but just kind of like a.
Just like, can I then?
Yeah, I mean it.
I was not joking.
I was not joking, and she was like, yeah, "Oh."
Oh, so you oh.
Yeah, exactly. And then she brought out the third plate, and this plate was a monster.
Really?
It was. Honestly, they just got the two most filling things. So there was just a ton of mushrooms and toast.
Oh, yes, mushrooms.
I mean,
toast, no.
It was
You
great.
don't need a lot of toast.
It was great. But, you know, if I had wanted any more, I would have had to eat like 11 pieces of toast. And it's just been...
there's only so much toast you should put in a fried breakfast.
There is a limit to it. But when you're trying to fill up a customer who seems like a bottomless pit, I can understand the logic.
But they must think that on the third plate that's it.
Well, she then kind of stood there, and I got most of the way through this. There was not much left, and she was looking at me, and progressively as I carried on eating, her face just dropped.
Do you know what it is? It's jealousy.
I mean, it may well be.
She wishes that she could eat that much and stay slim. I don't know if she's slim.
Well, she was just kind of stood there watching, and then, you know, she'd go off and wait on other tables and things, but then every time, because we were near the till, and so she'd be putting a bill through or something, kind of looking over at my plate at the ever decreasing amount of food, and just giving me a filthy look. Yeah. Yeah.
Poor Michael.
Happened again when I ordered a meal for 2 for 1.
Yeah, you did, and they come with the 2 plates, and then they like give you 1 plate and then put the other plate next to the other chair, and you're like, no.
No, they actually came over with this this kind of platter thing.
Oh.
And I was with a few friends, and me and my mate had talked about ordering together, and we said, oh, actually, no, let's just order our own things. And then they came over with this platter, and he went, oh, dude, I thought we were ordering our own. And I went, yeah. And then the waiter looked at me, and he was just like, I don't think he quite twigged at that point. It was like, oh, so do you need plates? And I was like, no.
I've got one.
No. It came on a plate. And he just he looked at me, and honestly,
just so presumptuous.
He was so judgy. I felt so judged.
Unbelievable.
But then I tucked in and was, forgotten.
And then his fried buttermilk burger turned up.
I don't know what he had actually.
Those are good. Those are really good. It's probably so bad for you, but they're really good for you in other ways.
I just had. I think I ate an entire chicken.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
That was a lot.
Chicken's quite filling, especially if it's quite dry.
I was still growing.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the chicken was still growing. I don't think it was. You were still growing. No, okay. A growing lad doesn't eat his sustenance.
I don't have that excuse anymore.
Well, there are probably other subjects connected with food and drink that we could express our irkedness about, but I think that does it for today.
I think yes, yeah, we're approaching the end. So thank you everybody for listening. We will no doubt be posting another couple of items for next week for you to vote on.
Yes.
Please also, if we missed anything, comment it. Let us know.
Yeah, and any suggestions on other topics.
Any suggestions?
Could be blatantly obvious, and you could be thinking they're going to do this at some point, but we could actually be proper thick and not even think about it.
View this channel as an outlet for your irked thoughts.
Oh, let us be your conduits.
Honestly,
It's
we
the
will be
weirdest
your
thing I've ever
irked
said.
agony aunts.
Yes.
Just let out your irked thoughts here and on our Instagram. We love it.
Your messages may even be read.
Absolutely. We love hearing from you guys. It is
We
very
do.
exciting.
We do, in person and over YouTube and over Instagram. It is always good to get our feedback. So.
But mostly YouTube.
But mostly YouTube. Yeah, it is mostly YouTube.
It is mostly. We love hearing from
Instagram
you.
is our little baby at the moment.
It is. We're working on it. It'll get there. Well, thank you everybody for listening this week. Have a good week, you guys.
I've been Zach.
And I've been Michael.